Typosquatting is a deceptively simple yet dangerous tactic where attackers register misspelled URLs. It's like a tiny typo turns into a massive security breach, exploiting human error so effectively.
Yep, it's wild how a small mistake, like typing goggle.com instead of google.com, can redirect you to a malicious site aimed at stealing credentials or spreading malware.
Exactly. And what's even more striking is the speed. Research shows that once someone lands on one of these typo-squatted sites, users typically click on a malicious link within 21 seconds and may submit their data in just 28 seconds, so the entire trap unfolds in under a minute.
Yeah, wow, that's almost instant. So what are the common tactics attackers use with these type of squatting sites?
Well, there are several techniques: misspelled domains, extra or missing characters, alternative domain extensions like .co instead of .com, and even swapping visually similar characters, like using RN instead of M. It's like they craft the website to almost perfectly mimic the real one, so users hardly notice the difference.
That mimicry is really clever, but I've been wondering, how does this differ from cyber squatting? They seem pretty similar to me.
They do sound alike, but there's a subtle yet significant difference. Typosquatting exploits genuine user typos to launch malicious attacks, while cybersquatting is more about registering domains that are confusingly similar to legitimate ones in order to profit from them legally or sell them later. See the nuance?
I get that, but don't both ultimately end up harming the brand and the user? I mean, whether it's typos or intentional mimicry, the consequences seem severe.
That's a fair point. However, with typosquatting, the immediacy of risk is higher. It capitalizes on a momentary human error, leading quickly to credential theft, malware downloads, or even financial loss. Cybersquatting might hurt brand reputation over a longer period through legal disputes and
Yeah,
confusion.
speaking of real impacts, the blog mentioned a few notorious examples, like goggle.com causing malware issues and deceptive bank domains stealing user info, right?
Exactly. These examples highlight how a small deviation in a URL can open the door to significant risks like stolen personal data, unwanted malware installations, and even long-term reputational damage for brands.
And this is where proactive defense comes into play. I read that tools like Keepnet use role-based training and AI-driven phishing simulations to help organizations combat these kinds of threats.
Absolutely. Keepnet's platform is quite robust. It integrates advanced threat intelligence with realistic simulations that train employees to spot typosquatted URLs before they can cause real harm. It's like teaching someone to spot a fake painting by training their eye on the real one.
Yeah, that's a neat analogy. So aside from corporate training, what can, say, individual users do to protect themselves?
The simplest tip is to double-check every web address you type, avoid manually entering URLs when possible, and use bookmarks or password managers that automatically fill in trusted sites. This small practice can dramatically reduce the odds of slipping into a typosquatting trap.
Right? Plus layered security like DNS filtering, updated antivirus, and real-time monitoring all add extra layers of protection.
Exactly. It's a multi-layered strategy. With the human element being involved in a huge percentage of breaches, the blog mentioned 68%, you really need both user vigilance and technical safeguards to keep the bad guys at bay.
I appreciate that perspective. Though I still wonder if over-reliance on automated tools like password managers might, in some cases, lead people to get too complacent. What do you think?
That's a valid concern. But the point is, these tools are just one piece of the defense puzzle. When combined with effective training and robust security software, they can significantly reduce vulnerabilities. You just have to remember that no single solution is foolproof. It's about creating a safety net.
Yeah, exactly. It really comes down to balancing human awareness with smart technology. Even a small typo should signal a moment of caution.
Precisely. Typosquatting may seem like a minor issue, but due to its potential for rapid exploitation, every precaution counts. With the right defensive measures and constant vigilance, both individuals and organizations can mitigate these risks effectively.
Well, it seems like a strong strategy to me. A mix of training, technology, and constant monitoring. A great reminder that sometimes the tiniest mistakes can have big consequences.
Absolutely. Staying alert and informed is key to keeping our digital environment safe from such deceptive tactics.
Agreed. Thanks for the deep dive into typosquatting. It's been an enlightening chat.